Yo, what up? Now, I know we late. I know we 34 minutes late. But we didn't want to have you all just waiting and looking for 34 minutes. All right? But we here. We in the building. We're gonna talk some commanders. We're gonna talk some joint practice. We're gonna talk some Jeremy. I'm about to say Jeremy Reeves. We might need to talk about Jeremy Reeves, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I saw a little cut up of him. Like, he was, I don't know, man. We might got to talk about Jeremy Reeves, man, because we're gonna talk about last year's fifth round pick, right? It seems like Adam, like Adam don't care. Like you ain't good. Like he getting rid of you, right? And they got some type of I don't know, burgundy versus gold. Maybe this is a tradition that they start. It seems a little collegey to me, but here we go. Right after this, man, we're gonna chop it up. I know it looks like CeeLo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
What's good? Is he back? No, he's still
He
frozen.
trying to slide around the camera.
Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today.
Yo, what up? We are back in the building. We got CeeLo, we got Breeze, we got DT somewhere being a mechanic, somewhere out there changing a flat tire. But we here, man. What's good, CeeLo?
What's good? What's good, man? Talk about this game. Talk about these roster moves. Talk about next week, man. Let's get into it.
Hey man, Breeze talk about like he getting tired of having 90 people in the roster for 2 months. He trying to cut down. But we had some cuts. Some of them, I mean, would you call it a surprise cut today, Breeze?
No, no. First of all, what I said was I miss the days.
Huh?
I miss the days where we had gradual cut downs. I never said I'm getting tired of having 90 people. That's not the same thing.
Uh
Because based on what we saw, not wait, my statement was based on what we saw Saturday that we could have easily cut 10 to 15 people and been perfectly fine based on what
huh.
we saw getting 30 points dunked on our head. That's what the statement was based in. We can. I'm cool with keeping 90 people. We just, got to get rid of maybe 4 or 5 of them and then bring more on. As apparently AP agreed with me. That's all.
Yeah. Huh. He brought him back in. He let three bombs go and brought in three bombs. That's how I see
But the jury is still out on the new three, right? But we saw
it.
on multiple different live. You always say you can't watch the what is it? You can't
Can't
watch
watch
the
the
game
tape and the game at the same time.
at the same right. We saw it during the game and on tape as it pertains to with all due respect to Dominic Hampton, right? We saw him getting blown so far off the ball, he was getting knocked off the screen in all 22 film. Like it was bad. And I feel like DQ said it today where, it wasn't gonna work. We realized at this point it was not gonna work. So rather than dragging this out, let's just cut our losses now. Let him hope to, catch on someplace else, and we can go see if we can find somebody else to do it better.
So like CeeLo, you mentioned earlier about Peters is supposed to be this third day gym, right? This guru in the third rounds. Like, what's your take on him cutting hit down? This is not the old regime guy. This is his guy that he took in the fifth round. Because remind you, we didn't have a fourth. He picked Luke late third, and we might want to talk about that a little bit. But like, how do you look at this whole situation about him cutting a fifth round pick from just a year ago?
I mean, I think uh, I like it. I like it. I mean, that's you don't want to cut anybody, or at least cut anybody that you drafted in your first year. But at the same time, that means it's a true meritocracy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he, if I'm not mistaken, he was not on the pup last year. He was actually on the active roster, the active 53. He just never ended up on the game day roster. So he was always, DNP, whatever you want to call it. So he's been around the game. He may have been nursing some injuries, but the same he's been around the game. He's been in. I'm guessing he's been in the study room. He knows the plays. I'm guessing defensively, he just physically ain't got it. He just didn't show up. Both, and like you said, I believe at one point, both in practice and in the game, they saw his game. I mean, they saw his practice habits, and they saw him in that game. It was like, yeah, he ain't gonna cut it. Because a lot of times, they give a lot of grace to these draft picks, and all of a sudden, they give them a lot of like opportunities to, get in the weight room, yeah, et cetera, et cetera. But they were like, I think we've seen enough. Because they would also stash him on the practice squad or whatever. That dude is gone. That dude is not going to. He is not coming back to this practice squad, in my opinion. So I think, in one hand, you don't like to see early cuts, but at the same time, I'm glad they kind of just cut their losses right away and moved on.
I mean, DT, welcome. I hope
Welcome, welcome.
I was about to say something like about like knees and like the concrete and changing tires and stuff, but I ain't gonna say it because it ain't gonna come off. All right, so I'll leave that part alone. Uh,
I ain't even hear what he said.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Trying to get
about
yeah,
it.
myself
yeah, yeah.
recalibrated.
Don't worry about it. The time man's in the building. Like Dominique Hampton. Like what does that say to to AP? Would you say what's how can I say this? Are you looking at AP as you missed on the fifth round pick, or are you looking at AP more so you acknowledging that you missed on the fifth round pick from just a year ago?
I would look at it as not necessarily they miss on the pick, but more of they had a vision for this player when they got him in camp, and it just didn't pan out to what the vision was. So they had to cut ties with him. Um, we understand that AP and DQ are tied together, so they AP understands the style and types of players that they want to have in this program. And Dominique Hampton, he was a fifth round pick. Let's not forget that he was a fifth round pick, a guy that was deemed to be more developmental, guy that play special teams and stuff, and somewhat of a backup safety role. But them converting him to a linebacker, knowing DQ's past for Seattle and Atlanta, even the Dallas Cowboys, his last venue as a DC, they know the type of players they want. Those twitchy uh, role players that's able to play like a safety last linebacker. And for Dominique Hampton, quite frankly, that just didn't pan out. Him playing in the box consistently like that, going against offensive linemen every single down, it's not his thing, and it'll never be his thing. To be quite honest with you, um, it just so happens like I don't think it was just the preseason game. I think this is more along just looking at where he's at as a player, and he just didn't get better to the vision they had for him. And AP, is not afraid to let go of guys that didn't pan out here and try to find someone better for the short term or even the long term.
And
Yeah.
to piggyback off that, Breeze, so like it didn't work out. Like DT just, told us the type of guys that they like.
Mhm.
How do you think that looks to the scouting department about like they saying this is the type of guy I want. I think we can convert him. I think he'll work out here. Let's spend the fifth round pick on him. And it doesn't work out just over 12 months. Like, is that bad scouting?
No, I can't say it's bad scouting. I mean, we see guys that are low picks come in and pop every year. We see guys that are high picks fall flat every year. Not just here, but across the league. I think I agree 100% with DT. Whereas I think when what they saw on film, they envisioned obviously a different player than what they ended up getting. Like he was drafted as a safety. I think once they got him in the camp, they found out very quickly, ooh, he can't do that. And their only course of action was to bump him down the line to linebacker to put him in the box. And then they found out he can cover a little bit, but he can't take on blockers. And ultimately, it just got to a point where I think in practice and in games, it was like, we have to cut our law. At this point, this player, he is number 90 at this point. Like we can find
Yeah.
we can find better players to try to fill that role, and I think that's just kind of where they were at with it.
I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to you real quick. DT, and then I'm gonna go to CeeLo. So like to that point, somebody had mentioned under a post earlier that this game was more so for those bottom tier guys to see if they're going to have any type of opportunity. Because if you think about it, Dominique Hampton, Madrano, Reeves got a lot of time. Sheldon Day, Carl Davis.
Mhm.
What's the kid that they also cut that we ain't talking about it? The cornerback kid. I gotta find his name, but he got burnt for a touchdown, and also the defensive end, Coco. Whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but all of those guys got cut, right? So was do you think that game was more so of a I want to see if these guys get it. Like to Bree's point, these are the 90th guys on the roster.
Mm, that's a good question. Um, I actually will see it that way. You know, when you look at some of the younger guys that probably will not get as much playing time as they're expected, but they still have some ways to go. Like Madrano, we talked about it on the pre-draft show and evaluation of him about where he at as a linebacker, and for him to get that expensive time playing Friday, I think that was good for him because we saw, for those who not at camp, we saw some of the things that they like about him, but then we also highlight some of the things that even in the draft process, that's like, this is where he needs to get better. And you see some of the things he was able to do, some of the things he can't do right now, but hopefully he'll get better. These other guys that's on the roster, it just shows you how much of the difference between the depth that we have this year and last year, and we're still trying to get stuff right in a year and a half into this regime. Even though 30 players did not play on Friday, you can actually say to myself, well, dog, if these dudes not playing, this is what we look like. Probably. If this is going to be the guy that steps up, if Marshawn gets hurt, Larry Tunzel get hurt, or even a Jaden Daniels. Like, these are the things that these guys have to do when it comes to shaping the roster. And I think I'm actually understanding now, even though AP drafted Hampton in the 5th round, he is not afraid to admit, okay, it didn't work out. Let me find someone better for the now.
What are you looking forward to the next preseason game, CeeLo?
I think, kind of in connection to what DT stated, looking for just better discipline, guys that are kind of making it. It looks like they belong. We can still lose the game, right? But you can tell that they know what they're doing and they're trying to execute the way they have to as a middle linebacker, as a free safety. They know how to rotate when it's when they see a certain coverage, things like that. And think about this. I think a lot of the moves they made are also related to that special teams play. Now those guys,
Yep.
those guys that DT mentioned, those the 90th guy on the roster, the 53rd guy on the roster, those guys is where you're going to look for special teams. And that's the part of the game that we can all agree was disappointing. And all of those guys are on the field for that both of those long returns and the kick return and the punt return. So what maybe it was two kick returns, whatever it was a really bad coverage team. So I think a combination of what you guys already talked about in addition to special teams play, like I can't trust you, right? And so you had to make those moves. And so yeah, I'm looking for that. Just looking for that special teams play and just how these guys make sure they belong on the football field.
I know he's a rapper. Signed to Lil Wayne. I know that much. That's about it. Special teams has to be better than that. Like Breeze, like, bro, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Like that's bad, bro.
Bro,
like,
that is not like altered in any way. That is not altered in any way.
Like if I'm an NFL coach and I see this, like at that point when I see that again, in addition to special teams, when I see this, like you have not at this point you are failing on both fronts. And what Hampton probably would have had going for himself is that he did play special teams, where it's like a lot of those guys that we saw start the game this week, most of those guys, their way onto the field is going to be through special teams. And if you were one of the key guys on that unit and you were terrible all game, they were, and then you get an opportunity on defense and you're even worse on defense, it's like we can find somebody new or somebody else to do this. Like we don't know if we can be much better, but we can find worse. And I mean, yeah,
it was bad.
It was bad all around, bro. Like it just wasn't good. Yeah. That's another thing about on Hampton is that like I know they converted him to linebacker last year, but he never really developed a linebacker body. He was still very much built like a slightly bigger safety, just playing linebacker. Then you can tell like he's never had to take on blocks like that, especially at an NFL level.
Which is interesting because you look at Medrano and his body is kind of similar, but he seems to be maybe a little thicker. And so it, yeah. So because he was, I believe Medrano was. I don't know if he's converted safety, but he's just a smaller linebacker in traditional sense. But he doesn't like he definitely had a much better showing than Hampton, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Like you said earlier, I don't like the play was so bad, bro. He was bad. He was bad. But I mean, are y'all surprised? Oh yeah, another dude was bad. Now I'm not surprised either, right? Like they guarantee a 1-year deal, the most in NFL history, which I think is like $4 or $5 million in 1 year. So I'm not surprised at all they didn't bring anybody in. All right, what you looking for the next preseason game, DT?
Play it like they belong. Don't want to get boat race. Like it was disgusting. And I said on my podcast, like honestly, losing, like CeeLo said, losing to me does not matter. I don't care about winning or losing in the preseason. I care strictly about where our players at. The underdog story for guys who are undrafted free agents trying to make the NFL dream on the roster. That's what I care about. So obviously, I think if we do get majority of the starters playing maybe a couple series, I think we're going to see better effort. But just strictly for the third and fourth string guys that's fighting for a spot, I got to see better effort, man, because we are still trying to figure out, and everybody's question from outside of this fan base and team is they don't think we're deep enough. And quite honestly, in certain spots, we can slightly agree. but we need to see who is going to be able to step up when it matters. Strictly at edge rushers, backup edge rushers, wide receiver spot, depth at corner, safeties, and linebackers. Because a lot of that stuff got highlighted in the first game, and you kind of came up with some questions.
So speaking of which, since you said that, DT, are y'all surprised in the least bit that given Terry's contract situation, Noah Brown being hurt, and the what how the receivers looked, especially earlier on in the game, that they didn't bring in any receiver help? I think everybody they worked out was a defensive player, wasn't it?
Defensive player, and
I think they had a guard. I think they had a guard.
I think a guard at least. But yeah, like to answer your question, like I am kind of surprised because just looking at them Friday, and I know they're probably thinking ahead. It might be a little early, but nobody really popped out, man. Like to be honest with you, Tay Martin and Ja'Cory Brooks just took advantage of it because nobody else popped out.
Yeah.
But I also think Sam Hartman, he didn't give a full evaluation of the wide receiver room because of some hard passes. Now there were some good passes, like for example, KJ Osborne, fade ball. Osborne got to make that catch. Chris Moore, you got to make those catches. Like they also hurt their opportunities and stuff as well. So, but I felt like the offense, obviously got much better when Josh Johnson got in.
Yeah. I mean, you could just tell like Josh Johnson's been there before. Like Sam Hartman looked like somebody that hasn't really taken a snap since this time last year, a live snap since this time last year. Like he didn't look comfortable to me. And even some of his throws that, like you said, some of his better throws that were on target ended up being drops. That's not his fault, but it certainly doesn't make his stat line look any better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Josh Johnson just looked like he kind of belonged. I know he's 39 and played for 45 teams and played in every offense but the wing T and everything else. But he just kind of looked more in place and position. You know what I mean? Than Sam did. He looked way more comfortable.
This reminds me of. Do y'all think? Do y'all feel like they feel more comfortable in that wide receiver room than we're giving them credit for? Like in other words,
bro. After Friday, it's no way. like it's no way, bro. It is no way.
Because I heard comments like, well, they're stashing guys like
Jalen Lane.
Like Jalen Lane, they don't want, we don't want to divulge, the secret weapon like it's
he got a target Friday though. That's what's crazy. Everybody like he didn't get bro, he can't get targeted. It just went over his head.
I think they were saying niggas he didn't start though. Like he didn't play that much with Sam. I don't think.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
I don't think.
So
hey, bro, like I'm just gonna say this: like for 2 straight years, I think they have made silently more. The music is crazy.
Sorry to cut you off, but I just want to take this time to thank Kamish for the $1. It's much appreciated.
$1.
You're always supporting. We appreciate you, man. Real talk. We appreciate you. Anybody else would like to do a super chat? We would love for you too. We thank you. Whatever you want to give, it'll definitely help us put out some good quality content. We appreciate all the listeners. We appreciate y'all. Real talk. Go ahead, DT. Want me to let it keep playing, DT?
Yeah, let it keep playing, man.
Yeah.
But like last year, I think it was around this time that they signed Noah Brown. Wasn't around this time they signed Noah Brown onto
it was like
the week
after the
before.
53.
Yeah.
It was after 53.
After
So
before the first game.
Houston cut him.
Oh!
Oh Lord!
I'm going back.
Oh no!
Hey man,
I'm gonna need us to find some better music though.
Appreciate this, Kamish. Very appreciative, man. I don't really know what to say, man. You doing this, man? You know what I'm saying? Taking this out your home's bank account. Shout out to you and your wife, man, supporting us. If you got a dog, thanks to dog too, man. Thank you so much, man. It means a whole lot, man. It means a whole lot, man. He said, "Oh, hey, Steelo, I think you made him feel bad about the dollar."
Damn. It worked.
Oh, hold on. All you gonna do is $10. That's all you got is $10. But nah,
Oh, man.
thanks, Commissioner, man. We appreciate it, man. Go ahead, DT. My bad, man.
Okay, so I pulled it up here. So you guys are correct. They did sign Noah Brown August 29, 2024.
Because Byron Pringle made the roster before
Pringle
we
made the
signed
roster.
Noah.
They traded Jahan Dotson.
Wow, Penguins.
Yeah.
So they were in trade conversations with 49ers, but they didn't want to give up Terry. So I think they ain't no way they comfortable with this wide receiver room, dog.
So who's the Noah Brown of this? It's like who's out there we could pick up.
The Texans still got it. They got a deep room. Who else
Again?
got a deep wide receiver room? Yeah. Remember they drafted like 3 wide receivers.
I mean, I want
Tank Dell not playing.
Oh yeah, Houston. Yeah, one of those wide receivers is going to get cut. I've been looking at wide receiver rooms literally after our game and stuff, dog.
Gotta be.
Is it Michi this time?
It might be. I mean, shoot, you got Nico
What about
Collins.
Green Bay?
Yeah, I got ain't one hurt. Then Jordan Reed what's his name? Jaden Reed get hurt.
Jaden Reed probably the only one I would get.
But he hurt, right?
Well,
I would have to see, but Houston got like 3 to 4 guys, dog. Like I don't see Mechie making the team.
I mean, it's going to be people that get cut.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I feel like we were talking about Noah before he got cut. Maybe not.
Yeah, we were.
Were we?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
But see, we wanted Michi though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We wanted Michi last year.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be on that waiver wire, bro.
Noah was the Dallas connection.
Steve, are you on Twitter, Steve? If you're on Twitter, send me a DM on Twitter. We have fan days. We actually have it, often. We bring fans on and we chop it up, but we got all we see is your the S, so we want to make sure
that makes sure you're a real person.
Appreciate the repost, CJ. Appreciate you, CJ from Orlando. That just says moves can still be made. Yeah, man. So Texans is a room. What other rooms we got, DT?
You said Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm looking at maybe New England. They got a lot of young guys. Those are ones I deal right. I think I looked at Minnesota yesterday. They got a couple of guys I like.
Wichita just went down.
Oh, Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ain't he suspended?
Yeah. 3 games.
3 games. All right. Winners and losers. Winners and losers.
Oh, I'm about to cut.
Did we have a winner?
I'm about to cut. It's about to be nasty, bro.
What's up, Kurt? How you feeling, man?
Y'all know who had a surprisingly bad game? I think Igbo had a kind of a tough game.
He played all game though, bro. I don't know.
I mean, I think he played. I mean, he had to miss tackle for a touchdown.
He had to miss tackle for the touchdown.
He had a couple PBUs.
I think Tyler Owens had a worse game than Igbo did.
Oh no, for sure. Tyler Owens definitely had a tough game. I was just surprised that Igbo. That's all. Like Igbo, in my opinion, is a lock, but he played, less than I expected.
Let me ask you this. Where would you put him as far as raising talent around him? Do you think the players around him will bring him down, or he will lift them up?
Right. No, that's a good question. That's a good question. I think Igbo has been in this league for a little while now. I want to say, is he an undrafted guy?
No, he first
I
round
think.
pick.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm thinking. I mix up him and I always mix up him and Alameda Zacchaeus, who I guess he's the one that's undrafted. But anyway, maybe I'm being a little insensitive, racist with the African names. But I think he does elevate play. He's a tone setter, in my opinion. He's a solid nickelback. He's not afraid to take one running back. You saw that hit he put on Trigger Henderson. Wow, he probably was a little bit high. You probably saw this Breeze. He was a little high. He probably should have went a little lower. He felt that.
Yeah.
But he has no.
He got up and like tapped the back of his neck when he hit him. Like, hey, somebody. No, I'm sorry. It was his stomach. It was his stomach. He was doing like this to say, like, almost ran him over.
Bro, like, nah, you good. I felt like, but I just feel like to answer your question directly, because of the things that he does outside of just playing like the cornerback position, he actually has no problem going in to run support, stuff like that. So I feel like he's a tone setter. I just think he had a kind of a meh kind of game. But you're right, though. It's possible that the surrounding talent, he kind of probably, kind of maybe his talent or his performance fell off a little bit because of that, trying to compensate. So that's possible, But to Breeze's point, there's some other guys that have worse games. So,
I think you're talking about the kid Chisholm, Commish.
Yeah.
I think he's undrafted too, right?
Mm-hmm.
For New England.
Chisholm.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's all.
He getting a sinking feeling about McGee. Like, what's wrong with him? Like, what's the injury?
That's what I'm saying. We don't even know what the injury is, bro.
So last year he had I want to say he had a MCL that did not require. I don't know if he required surgery, but it was something he came back eventually. So it wasn't like a major surgery. But
most of the season
he did miss most of it, but it wasn't like he was rehabbing. But other than that, man, I don't know what else it could be. It was a knee last year though.
I think it's something lower body again this year, or soft tissue, something. But I'm not getting a sinking feeling about him. But at a certain point, with what Dave even mentioned, the plan is he got to go on the field.
Bro, he got to play against somebody, bro. Like other than our team. Like he's still like. I mean, he did play that one. I think he got hurt. He got hurt last year when he came back, didn't he?
You might be right.
Yeah, I think he got hurt. So I don't know, man. Yo, what up, bitch? Appreciate you for topping in, man.
Yeah.
Front office and coach is tired of guys underperforming. They need to pay guys that overperform, but that's a different topic. All right, what you got, DT? Winners or losers?
My winners, I'm gonna go with Johnny Newton, Josh Carley.
He said Goofy is crazy.
Brooks and Tay Martin by default.
By default is insane.
Losers, Dominique Hampton, Tyler Owens.
That man when he down.
McGee, based on the fact that he's losing playing time right now due to injury. And really, I would say the second and third string D line, because they were getting mollywopped. Those my losers right there.
So I got a question for DT about Newton. And anyone, do y'all have any? Definitely Flash got the sack fumble that speaks for itself. How do y'all feel about him in the run game?
There you go.
From what I
think
saw,
that's why they bring Kinlaw.
From what I saw Friday, I saw some type of improvement.
Okay.
He's still getting, a little bit pushed around, but I think at one point he was held his own at a point of attack and was able to make a tackle. I
Okay.
like that because last year he couldn't do that. So I think for him will be like consistently doing that, and then when he has to do those double teams and stuff like that. But I'm sure with the way they want to play defense, he's not really going to be asking to be like the ideal starter. He's going to be more of like a rotational guy, and then when we get in these third and long situations, he'll be in the rush package. Because as you see what he did with Jacob Martin, that quickness, that's what we saw when he was at Illinois. And
Yeah.
and the other key thing that he did, he made a turnover and they flipped the field. We need more plays like that.
Mm-hmm.
We do. Maybe that's what you do. You just take the good with the bad. Like, hey, you could be a little in the run game, but as long as you keep doing stuff like that, we'll take it.
Yeah.
So we got McGee missed the bullet. We got a Jeremy Reeves as a winner. Did they play Goldman? How'd he do? I didn't even really look at him, but I know he played early.
I think
Would
he
he
should
play
go
a few
back to
snaps?
retirement.
Yeah, he was with the starting line with Newton.
He might need to go back to retirement. Sorry.
I thought he played last year.
He played at Atlanta.
You know, I think this got something to do with politics and COVID, CeeLo. That's why I think you don't like Goldman. It's something about him sitting out for COVID.
Politics is crazy. Nah, but he was retired for 2 years between 22 and 23. Last year was his first year back, and he barely played.
Man, we got two dudes. We got two dudes coming out. Not only are we old, we get dudes that just coming out of retirement, like looking to get minutes. Like it's a good chance that a guy that was retired last year could be wide receiver 4.
We got one like that. His name is. Don't we got one like that?
Yeah, Gallup.
Yeah, but that's our quota. We good.
Oh,
We're good.
winner DQ for not throwing up on the sideline with all the pen. He was hot, boy. He was mad. It was just an ugly game. Also thought about it, but yeah, Javante, James Baptiste. He was hurt, right? Did he play? I'm trying to think.
He did not travel with the team.
Yeah, he hurt. He ain't even play. He might be another one. Only thing about Breeze, Mike. I don't know how old is that new Dolphins
He
guy?
close to me, Mitch. He close to me, bro. Good gracious, man.
I see DT. Where your hat? Where your hat?
Where your hat at? You don't see all this hair I got.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, my bad.
What's up, Caleb? Co-host Command Time.
Yeah, I like Logan. Logan had a nice little cutout for Connolly.
Logan about to take over Twitter, bro.
Is he finally on Twitter?
Yeah, I've been trying to get that man on Twitter for 2 years, yeah.
BT is wearing it is nasty.
I'm trying to find my,
Who stays hurt?
Baptiste, I think.
Baptiste.
Oh.
This is the second year he got dinged up.
What round was he?
We still trying to hide our bald heads. That's actually insane, man.
It's not true though.
You said we hat fishing. You said we hat fishing.
Everybody has seen my scalp before.
Same.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, Deuce, this is a little uncharted territory for you, Deuce. But
kind of, sort of.
Dude's had a whole video out there. Go search.
It's actually accurate.
Is it?
He got over that dude. Dude does not care.
Yeah, that's
The
all.
tabloids are running wild.
Wow, man.
No. If y'all must know, I can't speak for them. The reason that I wear my hat on the show is because I have a ring light behind my camera, and I have a bald head, so I don't want the light beaming off the top of my head. So I wear a hat. If you must know, but you know, Riri, what you talk about is accurate, Riri. Oh man.
Y'all about to get Caleb no airtime.
Right.
Yeah, man. So like, bro, I don't know if I ever seen an NFL player on the defensive side play that bad. Like, it was he played just as bad as Nate Peterman, bro. He's like a Nate Peterman of defense.
God,
Bro, like seriously. Like, bro, like,
Dang.
I mean, he was flat-footed. He had sumo wrestler legs. He couldn't move. He was hesitating. Bro, it was bad, yeah.
Oh
It was,
my God.
Cause look, like, think
I
about
see
it.
that a light hitting right there.
Think about it, yeah. Oh, it is a little light too. Yeah, think about it, right?
Yo.
He was their 5th round pick last year. Right, he made the 53. Like, and they converted him, and they talk good about him in the offseason. This is by, like,
Bro.
Yeah.
B-Rob,
But-
like, might be a Jahan, man. I don't know, but bro, for them to get rid of him, like, and it's not even like, oh, we're gonna cut him and try to get him back on the practice squad. No,
Nah, he done.
they don't think they don't think he's top 90 on their roster, bro.
Yeah.
What did
Somebody 3
DQ
days of the first preseason game.
DQ said it's not a good fit. We should allow him to go find another team.
Yeah. Let him go somewhere else and do his thing. 'Cause he ain't gonna do it here. That's
DQ is direct. It ain't a good match.
i.e. He's not gonna play here. He's not gonna make the team. We might as well cut him now because we already know we're gonna cut him at the end of the month. Like, or hell, cut him in what, a week and a half, 2 weeks.
So what y'all think about JCM? Because I like,
You look good.
yeah.
Well, you tell
He's
me,
fine.
because we talked about this for a little bit at the post game, but you hadn't seen the game yet. So now that you've seen the game, you know what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I think the one run he showed explosion, he showed vision, he showed power, right?
Mhm.
But I saw a lot of that from C-Rod last year, right? So like, I think we kind of like this is my thing. Are we as high on JCM because we're
Yes.
so
Lower
low on
Yes. I've been saying it.
For most people, yeah.
I've been saying it. I've been saying people hyping up anybody but B-Rob. We just excited for anybody but B-Rob. That's what it really is.
Well, let me help
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Not saying not JCM could be him, but
Like
he
Chris
seventh
he
seventh
did look
round
good,
running
but
back.
like I
And C-Rod, like how hype C-Rod, like that. Yeah, we can forget. Yeah, I know.
This calls for something. This calls for something.
All right.
B-Rob, I know we got this little thing that we got going on with, like, what you mean to the city and what you've been through and the excitement you bring. But I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to work out. I think you got an opportunity to try to salvage your career. I think you go to give me a 5th or 6th round pick. but I don't know if he's going to be here September 9th.
These comments are Deuce and Deuce only. He did not reflect the other members on the Huddle podcast in any way, shape, or form. Just throwing it out there.
Bro, I feel
I
so
still
bad. I've
think
been
Brian
trying
Robinson is a starting running back, bro.
I guess
Yeah, I think he is.
we'll talk about. We got to talk about. We're gonna have to talk about before cut down day. Are there any potential trade candidates? Like what happened with Jahan, and
Yeah,
is there
B-Rob,
anybody like there?
I think
Deron
I can see them
Payne.
potentially trading B-Rob, not cutting him though.
No,
Yeah, I don't see a cut. It would be a trade. Deron Payne is definitely on that list for me. But
I think
it's not. It's
Deron's
not
number
even
might
a
be too high
like.
right now.
It's not even a small sample size. It was like
For
one play.
Deron or B-Rob?
No, JCM to Caleb's point.
Oh,
Like,
my bad. I didn't see the comment.
It's like one play, right? Like, I don't know,
It was
man.
a couple plays. He showed
Couple
quickness
plays.
and yeah, I give this a hot 3.
Let me find it on Twitter. Let's look at it. Let's look at it together.
I know draft picks don't matter, but what's the success rate
Caleb,
of
send me-
7th round picks?
Hey, Caleb, send me the cut up. I know Caleb got the cut ups.
I think
JCM.
I think with JCM, you got to put an asterisk next to JCM because I don't think JCM is necessarily a 7th round talent. He just didn't play last year after transferring from New Mexico. So I think he's better than where he was drafted at.
Yeah,
but because of
apparently when he was at Alabama State, something about his jersey or something like that is the reason what made him ineligible, which I find is stupid.
Yeah, he's supposed to be red shirt. He's supposed to be red shirt, and he gave his jersey number to another guy, and they NCAA clocked the other guy's playing time for JCM's playing time. Therefore, he became ineligible for that last year.
That's
so
insane,
it was
bro.
Which is I've never heard about that in college football, especially modern day college football. It's crazy.
Riri.
From a league.
For real. For real.
Malik Willis?
Malik Neighbors?
Let me see what I got for Riri. Let me see.
No, Lord.
We gotta clip this episode, bro.
I know what it is with Riri. It's those M-I-M-O-S-A. Them M-I-M-O-S-A. That's what it is.
This is a preseason episode. It's gone off the rails already.
Yeah, we cooked.
Week one is going to be crazy.
Are we doing this? Are we going to do this after the next Monday night or no?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll be up. I know Breeze. I don't know if you got the kiddo, but yeah, we can do it like we did the Friday game.
I'll be on vacation.
Didn't you just? Okay. All right.
Why would you even volunteer that on live? Talk. You know he can't DJ Deuce right now. Like, why would you?
Had to let y'all know, bro.
Y'all not going to the game?
I'm going to the game.
Oh, y'all going to the game?
Much as I'm paying for tickets this year, if they playing at home, I'm going to the game.
I'm gonna try to do the little commentary jump.
Dang. Saints fear will clap suffer a serious foot injury to leave season ending, require surgery. Ah, boy. Caleb, bro, don't be, bro. I'm not Deuce, bro. Don't be sending me clips. I got the same.
All right, let's see who we got.
These are all JCM clips.
Yeah, but some of them is just pass protection stuff though.
That was probably his best run. That one to the he could have lost yards.
Yeah, he turned it up, put some power, and he run out of bounds. That's a beautiful run. That's the run I'm talking about right there. That run right there showed a lot.
I think these just every play he was on the
Jump
field.
cut, vision, burst, power, speed. Like that showed a lot right there.
Mm-hmm. B-Rob does that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but B Rob doesn't have the acceleration out of the cut though. That's where he gets into trouble. This was the one I
Yeah, that's a
like
power run. Like, I really
Yeah.
like that. It was a good power run.
But I look at the patience though. Like he's not running into the back of his lineman though. He's still.
I don't know if y'all used to call it this, or like everybody play football. We used to call this scissor legs, right? When you're trying to like give the like the backers, trying to keep them all balanced of which which hole you gonna go in, like to the left or the right, the 1-3, the 2-4. Watch his legs. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody can't do that, bro. Watch his legs and still moving forward. Look,
That's the key. He don't stop it.
Right.
Every step is forward.
Watch the linebackers on this play. Look, you see the hesitation? Because the way he took off with his leg, like try to watch both of them. Like try to watch the running back and the linebacker on the top side, and watch his legs. Look, like he don't know which way he going because the way he moving his legs.
And that little bit of hesitation, he ran right into the blockers.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
I actually thought he was gonna bust that.
Yeah, me too.
Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh no, that's somebody else. That was a good catch.
Well, that was a drop. What? That was the one that more drop.
Oh yeah, they did say that was a drop.
Yeah, you look good though.
This kid can run, yeah.
Now I want to see him run against a better quality defense, but you know, we won. Them holes will close a lot faster.
Look at the hands. Look at the effort. He does not look at that.
Like, I'm trying to tell you, like,
yeah.
I think he's definitely getting some hype because to an extent people are kind of over B-Rob, but he can play though, bro.
What's up, Asbro? I think it might be your first time comment. We appreciate you commenting, man. Good running backs are athletes with.
I think that's
intuition. Intuition and physical skills. Yeah. Like he has a lot. Like he's very patient too. I like him, but see, and that was the thing though, is that like coming into last season, he's projected as like a midday pick.
Yeah, I'm saying him sitting out because he only played one game at Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he played the first game, and he played what was the East West or the Senior Bowl? DT
East West game.
East West
Shrine game. So
yeah,
coming from what Alabama? You said Alabama State or West Alabama?
Alabama State. He started at Alabama State. He transferred to New Mexico, and then he transferred to. He actually was going to go to Ole Miss, and then he went to Arizona.
Yeah, so NFL teams are definitely going to looking at your film. They're definitely going to dock you, like even going to a Pac-12 team like Arizona, Pac-10, whatever pack it is now. But even coming from there, like they're gonna. It could be Tupac for all I know at this point. But you might as well be because they was down to 14. But I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with all the movement, dog. But yeah, like they're gonna dock you because you came from New Mexico and Alabama State. Like they're gonna look at he can't. We don't think he can do that against the NFL defense because he hasn't had to do it against NFL caliber players in really his whole career. So that with that being his only film going into the draft outside of the Shrine game, like that I'm sure that hurt his draft stock. Yeah, you definitely got to account for Jaden. You know what I mean? Like That's what makes Baltimore. I mean, outside of Derrick Henry, obviously, but like Baltimore has a dangerous running attack because you have to account for Lamar Jackson. Like no matter who's in the backfield next to him, you still have to account for number 8.
And then you get somebody back there with some speed like him or Jalen Lane. You got Debo. I mean, even Eckler. You know, Eckler got some left in the tank. But the thing about Eckler is like defenses that let him run, right? But you can't do that with Debo. You're not going to be able to do that with Debo. And if a JCM kid can do some things, you're not going to be able to do that with him. You're going to have to respect both of them.
I think it's going to be a healthy rotation between the backs and also featuring Debo and Jalen Lane. But my only issue with the rotation is I think out of all of those players, I think B-Rob is the one who kind of needs carries to get going.
Bro, look at the shoulder dip. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, he is deceptively strong.
Look at the shoulder dip.
He get low too.
Watch it jump. Oh, so wait a minute. Watch Josh Connolly, bro.
Yeah, he was out there freaking balling.
Can I slow this up? Hold up. I can slow up. Okay. Oh, that's too fast. I'm gonna go all the way down. There you go. Watch Josh Connolly, bro. Helps on the double. Look at this.
He got enough athleticism to get over there.
God almighty.
That's crazy.
Bro, the man first.
He didn't just pick up the block. He sealed and moved him out the way. Like
it went from a 3-yard gain to an extra 5-yard additional.
But look
14 and drives him. He drives him backwards, dog. He pivots and then drives somebody backwards.
He is off balance and he resets himself. And this is 0.2 speed.
And he not on the ground. He didn't fall on the ground or nothing. Still on 2 feet.
Crack down, get the double. Know he's coming down. Reset,
no,
base, drive, get low, under the shoulder pads. Bro, good God. Oh my God.
We over here looking at JCM and found a Josh Connolly highlight.
Yo, that is insane. He literally gets pushed, and he's literally
he made that run happen because 14 is right there. He actually, that's
he is off balance, and he has to reset his feet. Look, the reset. His legs didn't cross. He stayed with his base, legs didn't cross. Bro, that is insane, bro.
Is that Dieter? 153.
I thought Dieter was 60. Whatever, it don't matter. I thought Dieter was 63 though, but yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But I don't care. There might be Good Jones because he plays some center too.
I thought Good Jones was like 61 or something.
Oh, and he black too? I think Good Jones was black.
Yeah, he got a little melanin in him somewhere.
B-Rod runs in the back of Josh Connolly.
Yeah.
No, like real
no.
talk.
B-Rob runs into the back. No, B-Rob runs into the back of Sid or whoever that is, the tight end is. B-Rob runs right into that tight end's left shoulder.
This play right here is textbook. Even the center. This play is so textbook, bro.
Go
1, 2, 3. That he does 3. He changes directions, bro. JCM changes direction 3 times in the hole. Watch. 1, 2, 3. And he breaking tackles. Oh my gosh. He don't need to play no more. I seen enough. I seen enough.
He better play if Jaden gonna be out there. He better be on the field.
Yeah, he's gonna be on that field on
Only know
Monday
Jaden
night.
playing. Jaden did not sound like he was playing. I don't know, man. Jaden
for
ain't
real.
sound like he was playing, bro. You know that I want to be out there all the time, but it's up to the coach. Oh, I know what I want to ask y'all. So DQ said it again. He said it last week. He said it this week. And he said it today, and Jaden said it today about like playing time. And he was like, well, that's not my decision to make. That's up to DQ and AP. And I think, didn't I ask y'all this last week? Like, how did y'all feel about that? And like how much input y'all think like AP has on who plays or who doesn't play? Like, is that weird, or that's just how it's usually done in good organizations? Because I thought the GM picks the player, and then that's kind of like it, right? The coach makes all those other decisions, but it seems like who's playing DQ and AP is like collaborating.
Yeah, I think
Honestly, go ahead, Silo. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because this is still training camp and you're still evaluating, like you're still shaping the roster, especially after the first 22, 25 players. I think you still have a lot of conversations going on between GM and coach, because the GM needs to know where he needs to go look, right? So if the coach is having questions about certain players or positions, maybe the GM is like, I bet I gotta go focus on these position groups and either other rosters or whatever's out there. And so there's just a collaboration. Let's see more like it. So for example, if DQ was like, yo, I'm not sure about his linebacker group behind Luvu, and Wagner. Let's just say McGee was in there as well. I'm not sure about the rest of these guys. Okay, let's see them play a little bit. This game, give them in a live environment. Let's see how they perform. Okay, yes or no, and then let me go out here and sign some guys or bring some guys in like they just did the 7 guys that came in. So I think it's about roster construction and how that's so like iterative that you have that conversation. I don't think it's that uncommon.
So how much of a final say does AP have in the final 53?
That part.
But I know it's his job to really go find the players, but once they're here, how much of a say does he have in who we keep?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
That would be my question. That would be my question. Because what if it's like a situation where let's say for the sake of conversation, Hampton and Tyler Owens were both battling for a spot, or Hampton and Percy Butler were battling for whoever was battling for a spot. If DQ was like, well, I like this person over Hampton, but AP like, well, I draft. Now we all know this to not be true, but we drafted Dominique, so I want to give Dominique a shot over Percy Butler, who we didn't pick, we didn't choose to bring here. Like, how much of a say, how much weight does AP's say have in that situation? I know none of us know for certain. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a loaded question.
It's a good question. I mean, it's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, you want your coach to have the final say in roster control, right? As far as like final 53 kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just can't. I feel like when the decision, this is all about the bottom of the roster. I think the top is pretty clear, but I think the middle to the bottom of the roster, it's going to be like, all right, man, if it's close, let's just keep the draft pick. Maybe that's kind of what they want to kind of go after, something like that. Or maybe this guy, let's keep this guy and let's cut this guy. We can stash from the practice squad or injury designation, something like that. Maybe they talking about like the nuances of the talent and how they can get them to develop versus the actual final 53. Maybe he's helping DQ think beyond just the game day roster and thinking about like bigger pictures. But that's just my opinion.
And I think, like, when you look at stuff like that, I think those things do come into factoring how they construct the roster. Like, a young, unproven player versus a veteran who's been in the league for a
Right.
while, but he's a little bit long on the tooth. How do they assess that? Like,
Right.
obviously, there are some times they want to go with the guy with the little bit higher ceiling, but still needs to work on his tools. So they'll probably stash him in the
Right.
practice squad and have the older guy get some running unless it's injuries of some sort. Like, so I think that's how, like, honestly, they look at things like that. I mean, you look at the wide receiver room, you look at the corner room, some of the changes they made already. They go about that every day. And I think they talk daily about the roster. Like, I don't think there's one day where they don't talk about, hey, how you feel about this today? How you think about the linebackers? It could be optimistic. We'll see in the game. Then they'll reevaluate by tape, and then they'll go all forth about that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting because, like, one thing we do know, he has input. Like, that's, and
Yes, he
I
does.
and like I didn't think that, but it makes sense. Like the way, like, y'all kind of explained it. It makes sense that he'll have input, right? Like they work hand in hand. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think there's one like outline way where this is how it had. We know there's a wrong way to do it. I don't think there's one. We for certain know there's a wrong way to do it, but I don't think there's like a straight up. But this is the straight up right way. It has to be done like this in this order. I don't think it. It's kind of like what works for you and your organization, because like it could also be a situation where it's like, okay, AP, we trust you. Your job is to set the first 35. Let the coaches worry about who's gonna be the bottom 23 or whatever. 20, but you know what I mean? Like let the coaches worry about that or whatever the case may be. I know the math was off on that, but just go with me. Like that could be, could be like that. Like there's no right way. I'm just wondering, obviously he has input. I'm just wondering, how much input he really has. And who ultimately has the final say.
You would think Izzo would have input on that bottom half too.
Yeah, it may be all three of them together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I doubt it's like what we're thinking, right? Like, no, we will take this guy, and then you overrule D. Like, I don't think it's that. I think it's more like, let's talk through it. What are you thinking? Here's what I'm thinking. This guy has a little bit more potential. Let's move this differently. I think it's about chess pieces. It's not really about like I'm just going to overrule you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we saw a little taste of that in the draft room, in the war room, where it was like, it's not like, AP, obviously that's his job, but like this is a vote thing, like all in favor of picking Josh Connolly, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing, versus well, I want Josh Connolly, I don't care who y'all want, this is who I want, and this is who we're gonna pick. I don't think it's like that. I think it's like y'all said, it's kind of a collaborative thing.
Yeah. Let me see what else we got, man. They don't play till next Monday, so I guess we'll be here after the game.
Yeah.
Well, you going to the game, CeeLo?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm more than likely going to. I'm going to leave right halftime.
Probably early.
So
Yeah, probably early. Yeah.
I'll be home.
No,
I'm sorry. What?
No, you're not, Breeze.
I might.
No, you're not. No way.
Might. It's a preseason game. I might go preseason game early.
No.
You want me to sit in the stadium and go live from the stadium?
You will dance for the whole fourth quarter.
No. I did that for one preseason game, and now all of a sudden I do that every preseason game.
You will dance the whole fourth quarter.
That's funny.
He broke the streak, man. I was dancing that game, but
now we should though. I mean, yeah, if you still there, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'll be on. But you know what? So like, we'll talk about this after. So yeah, this after DT. I think you need to know this too. I don't know if you noticed it yet, but yeah, man, I think that's about it, man. Y'all got anything else?
No.
Nah, just y'all think the starter's gonna play next week? We don't know that yet.
I think we'll see more starters play. I think like Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz not gonna play. Jaden
Tunsu
probably not gonna play.
Tunsu he already got the grown thing going on. He ain't playing.
Oh yeah,
he probably faking that jump too.
So this is the thing: if you don't have your full starting O line, then Jaden doesn't play either.
That's my guess. That's my vote. If Tunsil don't play, Jaden ain't playing.
Yeah.
So, you see what he said today when they asked him about him? Oh, I love him. I love him to death. You only known him 2 months.
If 78 don't go, neither does 5.
Where did he go to school, Tunsil?
Ole Miss.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So,
I wasn't sure if there was a connection there.
yeah. What you got, DT? What you got this week?
Tomorrow we will be having a command time space recapping week 1 of the preseason, your thoughts, overreactions, and how you feel about the things, and preview for the Bengals game. So that'll be all the time you guys hear me. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Oh yeah, let's circle back to that. So I don't know if you guys. What's your Instagram handle, DT? Tell everybody your Instagram handle.
Dang, I got so many.
He got more than one.
DT_Sensei.
Follow that account. And you'll find out why he spends so much time in Jacksonville. Appreciate y'all, man. We know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with us. We absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart.